Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And we got a special game for you tonight. This one part of the NBA Cup. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at New York. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, there's the Nets, 3.5 back.
And seeing where the Nets are, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Nowitzki is out there with Gasol. Then it's Williams. Then there's Maravich. And it's Worthy in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Knicks, we've got Stojakovic. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Van Arsdale in a 2-guard. That one drops for him. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
Now, Wembanyama. Dirk Nowitzki missing from long range. Curry against Williams. Nowitzki outside. Nowitzki can't get that one to fall. Stojakovic against Worthy. Outside Curry. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Well, not just from deep. Steph Curry, one of the best guard finishers around the rim.
Outside Worthy. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's Williams for 3. Maravich. Worthy the pass to Gasol. Clock at 4.
And it's Wembanyama's size that makes him a potent defensive presence.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Williams. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They're getting their first look at the season at the Nets in this one.
And we'll see if anything's different this year because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
Now here's Curry. Nice move. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
New York shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
James Worthy. That's his first personal. First team foul. Stephen Curry at the line.
What's up?
One shot.
Free throw no good for Curry. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Now that we're around the midway point of this NBA Cup stage, here's a look at how the standings are shaping up.
Yeah, it's been a really fun tournament to watch, especially when you see just how much the fans get into it. And we've still got a number of games to go.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside, Gasol. Back to Williams. Nowitzki with the screen on Curry. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Fades away. Nowitzki, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Van Arsdale. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Nets trail by 6. That's good from Worthy on the assist by Williams.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Stojakovic. On its way from Curry for 2. Gasol pulls it in.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Maravich, the pass to Williams, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. So this is the first of 2 in a row. These 2 teams will play against each other. Greg, any advantages or disadvantages?
Well, I mean, I feel in the first game you can run your game. That second time around is when you get to dig deep into the film and try and make adjustments.
And he knocks down the first one. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And, Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times. But they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
And it's tied up with that one. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Now, here is Stojakovic. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Maravich kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Maravich. Lets it go from deep. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that's why they call him the pistol. One of the most entertaining scorers in the game, and finding that one from deep.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Looks like it's time to get hyped, Knicks fans. Here they are, your Knicks second-half squad. It's teaser time. We know you want one, so make the door.
Break in the action. Let's look at the stats for Wembanyama. He's averaging 19 points per game, 11 rebounds, and over 3.5 blocks. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Pass to Van Arsdale. Here's Curry. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Curry's got 8.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Nowitzki outside. Now, here is Maravich. He's guarded closely. Good-looking screen by Gasol. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. In third, the Nets.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
And New York making a change here. Mutombo's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Williams. Nowitzki left side. A three ball, hits it from three-point range.
And for a big man, that ability to space the floor is what makes Nowitzki such a special offensive player.
Nowitzki against Wembanyama. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that. The Knicks have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
At the line, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Maravich with a screen on Wembanyama. Nowitzki, no good.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Curry gets the bucket.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Gasol a screen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo.
And the long arms of Gasol wreaking havoc on the D. They don't know what to do with him when he's going up with a shot like that.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
The first free throw is good.
Now, Pau Gasol still remains an offensive threat for this basketball team, expanding his range over time, and still has that nice soft jumper.
Gasol hits them both.
And Gasol is a guy who can do a multitude of things well. I mean, he scores it, rebounds it, passes it, just an all-around team.
Curry's shot is off. So for New York, their last game, a win against Chicago. Worthy outside. It's Maravich on the wing. Gasol a screen. There's the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Van Arsdale. Last time, 14 points for him. Wembanyama, no good.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Now, here is Maravich. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Maravich has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Amazing just how trusted Brunson is with the basketball.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of, So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. The Nets with the lead. Down low. Here's Nowitzki. Count it from 12. Nowitzki's got 5 now.
A mid-range specialist. All Nowitzki needs is a little wiggle room, and he's going to let it go.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And New York making a change here. Halliburton's checked in, and Brooklyn making a change here. Here's Curry. He's got 10. Wembanyama outside. Back to Curry. This one for 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
So fast off the catch, Curry sometimes downright impossible to guard.
Brunson kicks it over to Worthy. To Brunson. Basket is good. The assist from Worthy. And the Nets lead by 3.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Curry finds Halliburton. He lobs it up. Great communication on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they'd love to run. Back to Brunson. Pass to Nowitzki. Over Wembanyama. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 7.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Halliburton outside. Mutombo sets a screen to the inside. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
This is just good point guard fundamentals from Tyrese Halliburton, going to the pick and roll to create a bunch of options.
Pass to Caldwell. To the paint. Here's Nowitzki. Plays it up and banks it in. Nowitzki's got 9.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Halliburton kicks to Stojakovic. They get it back. Curry tries again from downtown. And Halliburton gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Halliburton's got the game tied up here for the Knicks. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Outside Gasol. Nowitzki outside. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the triple. And the Nets lead by 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The Nets shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. Out to Brunson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Nowitzki, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Tries from 16. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Curry passes to Stojakovic. Connects from 3-point range. He has 7. Stojakovic has gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Back to Brunson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And those are 2 points earned. by Jalen Brunson.
Knicks trail by 4. Outside Curry. Here's Wembanyama. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Next lead, 34-32.
Here's Brunson, and it's sent back by Mutombo. Wembanyama passes to Curry. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Ooh, Dirk Nowitzki has been leading the charge for the Brooklyn Nets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And for the Nets, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Yao. Cohen is out there with Halliburton. And it's Mutombo. And it's Van Arsdale in at the 3. Shot clock at 6. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Mutombo. McCollum against Maravich. Yao with a screen on Maravich. Cullen passes to Yao. It's rebounded by Campbell. Nets leading by 4. Nance dishes to Maravich. The shot's good on the assist by Nance. Maravich has got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Mutombo is screen on Brunson. To the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
He's off on the first.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
Jackson, he's checked in for Yao. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Williams is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Maravich with a screen on Halliburton. Williams passes to Maravich. Maravich missing again. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Van Arsdale. Still yet to score. Carries it from three-point range.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Williams against Halliburton. Williams passes to Maravich. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And this is Mutombo's calling card, using that wide wingspan to just erase shots left and right.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Brooklyn.
On defense, Halliburton relies on his lateral quickness and that long, lanky body. That's how he got in front of the shooter.
It's to Mutombo. Halliburton with it. Just 5 to shoot. From the baseline. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Adebayo against Jackson. Oh, Nance in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 6. Jackson against Adebayo. Jackson a screen on Maravich. Halliburton for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Brooklyn leading by 4. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
And Williams with the basket on the assist by Nance. And the Nets lead by 6.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Jackson a screen on Williams. Halliburton for 3. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. McCollum against Maravich. Camby kicks to Maravich. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo.
And when you think of Maravich, his ball handling and passing comes to mind. He's really sublime and unique in those categories.
That free throw missing. Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for McCollum. And a change for the Nets. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Marcus Camby. And he sinks the second. Knicks trail by 7. Outside Jackson. Back to Halliburton. Count that one. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Adebayo. He's averaging 11 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
Nowitzki. It's rebounded by New York. Mutombo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Jackson. Pass to Van Arsdale. And the shot goes down. Now just a 3-point Nets lead.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Now here's Adebayo. Hasn't made one yet. Nowitzki outside. Wants to get it to Maravich and does. 4 on the shot clock. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. And the Nets lead by 5.
Another one for Maravich. The lights-out jump shot, the ability to finish with either hand. No one's been able to touch it tonight.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. And Arsdale pulls it in. For New York, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Stojakovic against Nance. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, great hands. Stojakovic shoots well for a big man.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Brooklyn.
And, guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
And he makes the first. Curry's checked in for New York. The Nets also changing it up. Worthy comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Maravich. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Now, Brunson. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Brunson, guarded by Curry. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. A moment now to check out some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Yao, he's checked in for the Knicks. McCollum comes in for Halliburton. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Get up and get ready for fun, fans. It's your Knicks Breaker Test Crew.
And here's a look at some of the most multi-dimensional players in the NBA. Not only can they pass, they can fill it up. The highest scoring point guards this season. Number 1, Stephen Curry.
Being at the top of that list, I mean, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give his team an offensive jolt whenever they need it.
Now, there's no doubt he's the straw that stirs the drink, someone who can be counted on to make sure their offense is always operating efficiently, whether it's by creating opportunities for his teammates or taking those matters into his own hands.
Williams scanning the floor. Over McCollum. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 6 in the quarter. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Boston Celtics.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game. Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
McCollum outside. Pick by Yao. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Nets.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Hey, you try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
Curry with it. Brunson picks him up. Back to Curry. Launches a 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. 16 points for Stephen Curry. McCollum against Williams. Over McCollum. Nowitzki for three. Good for his sixth make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
It's McCollum on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Curry against Brunson. Pulls from the top of the key, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Curry's got 18 points in the game.
Just another day at the office for Steph Curry, making this look easy.
Pass to Williams. Nowitzki outside. Back to Williams. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Knicks trail by 7. Now, here is Stojakovic. 9 points in the game so far. No good on the 3. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project, and certainly Miami was able to do that. And you have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
And they continue to control the glass. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And here are the Knicks now. After the basket by Brooklyn. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Pau Gasol's checked in for Adebayo. And it's Maravich in for Jalen Brunson.
One shot.
Free throw no good for Curry.
Yeah, we talk so much about Curry being the best shooter after he makes a 3, but there's a lot more to it. I mean, this guy's also the most accurate free throw shooter of all time, so it's pure no matter where it comes from.
Now, here is Maravich. Following the miss by James Worthy. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Williams against Wembanyama. Wembanyama deadly inside.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Gasol passes to Nowitzki. Three-pointer. Knicks with the rebound. Stojakovic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Gasol. Puts up a deep 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Alongside Coach Thibodeau. Tibbs, some stuff to clean up. What will the points of emphasis be going into the second half?
Better defense. You know, we keep allowing them to get second shots, defensive transition, not challenging their shots properly. So we don't play defense, we can't win.
And thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that that's a great comparison or a good turkey sound effect. Neither is that. All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
When I look at Brooklyn, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them and not much room for error.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Williams is out there with Maravich. Then it's Nowitzki. Then it's Worthy. And it's Gasol. And at the 5 down low. The kick out to Worthy. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Gasol against Wembanyama. Pass to Curry. Curry crashes inside.
And that's Curry showing some of that toughness, not going to shy away from contact.
57.
Maravich, the pass to Nowitzki. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And with the offense getting the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season. And for his size, Nowitzki's abilities as a shooter are really special. This guy can knock it down as if he played in the backcourt.
Nowitzki hits them both. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Knicks trail by 10. Outside Jackson. Back to Curry. Pass to Van Arsdale. 5 on the clock from outside the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Van Arsdale's got 5 points so far.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from 3-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now, here is Maravich. He's got 15. Williams kicks to Nowitzki. Tips it, and Gasol able to finish. And the Nets lead by 9.
And really credit their advantage on the backcourt. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Here's Wembanyama. He has 6.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Just 5 on the clock. Here's to Jakovic, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And with this opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. Number 1, the Knicks.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in block.
Williams gets the bucket.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Knicks trail by 11. Pass to Jackson. From the line. The Knicks rebound. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Worthy. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Your next City
check out some of the numbers for Curry. He's putting up 31 points per, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Outside Williams. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Here is Williams. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Nowitzki's shot is no good.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And it's Stojakovic missing. And Worthy has got it here for the Brooklyn Nets. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Fires at the elbow. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Van Arsdale. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists in the game. Maravich kicks to Nowitzki. And here's Maravich. He's got 15. Inside. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Tremendous offensive output tonight. Dirk can stuff the stat sheet.
And a deep 3 from Curry. The rebound by Worthy. Nets leading by 13. Pass to Williams. Now Maravich. Back to Williams. Nowitzki with the screen on Curry. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. From deep. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. The Nets have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Driving inside. And the rejection by Jackson. And the Nets with possession here. Worthy finds Nowitzki. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Find the lane. One shot.
Knicks trail by 16. Curry passes to Jackson. Wembanyama against Gasol. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Back to Maravich. From deep 3-point land. Here's Worthy. To Stojakovic. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
The Knicks have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Williams against Curry. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
First free throw is good.
And you know, with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Stephen Curry hits them both. Nets leading by 12. Nowitzki outside. Williams kicks it over to Worthy. Nowitzki outside. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 5. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Curry. He's got 24.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
First one falls for him.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
The Knicks making a switch here. Mutombo's checked in. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
James Worthy on the wing. Brunson outside. Oh, there's the muscle from Brunson.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the New York Knicks. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And here's Maravich after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. The three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Van Arsdale. Mutombo against Gasol. Curry wide open. No good from outside.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Runs in the pass to Nowitzki. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. Number 1, the Knicks.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense. And these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
And a deep three from Curry. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Curry's got 10 points in the quarter.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Outside Gasol. Nowitzki for 3. Out to Brunson. Second shot opportunity. Here's Gasol. And at last, they get one to fall. Gasol's got 6.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Here's Curry. And that's collected by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Brunson. Shoots over Curry. Maravich kicks to Gasol. Outside Maravich. And here is Nowitzki. Defended by Stojakovic. Here's Worthy. They grab their own miss. Brunson, left side. Here's Gasol. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo.
Well, Pau Gasol always has used that length to his advantage. Defense has such a hard time with it, and that's how he drew the foul this time.
Shoot 2.
And that one misses. He doesn't get the second one.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
And Arsdale can't get it to go.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Curry fires from way outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Worthy's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Brunson. Nowitzki outside. Worthy with it. Out to Maravich. Good, and it's Worthy picking up the assists. Worthy's got 9 assists now tonight.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Here's Van Arsdale. He has 7. And here is Mutombo. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And perfect timing on that putback slam. Mutombo, such a force on the offensive glass.
Left side Gasol. And the rejection by Curry. Here's Van Arsdale. Maravich defending. And the basket by Mutombo.
And this team encourages Mutombo to take those shots, knowing how efficient he can be inside.
Here's Maravich. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Stojakovic. He's got 9.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Maravich. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Wembanyama on the attack. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Brunson the pass to Gasol. Back to Brunson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Wembanyama, what a high release on the 3.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Brunson surveying the D. Twelve seconds left here in the third quarter. Maravich with a screen on Curry. It's Nowitzki on the wing. Over Wembanyama. And Nowitzki gets it to go down on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game. Ooh, Dirk Nowitzki has been leading the charge for Brooklyn. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Peja Stojakovic is out there with Jackson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Mutombo. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position.
So many things that Adebayo does as a big man, but it's that passing skill that really separates him.
Mutombo is screen on Williams. That is good. And the Nets lead is kept back down to 8 after they get the basket from McCollum.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here's Brunson. Nowitzki with the screen on Halliburton. Brunson adds a 2-pointer. C.J. McCollum comes up with a rebound. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Halliburton against Brunson. Mutombo is screen on Williams to the middle. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Mutombo.
McCollum with a great job using the screen, deadly either shooting or passing. Just a great job of reading things in action off the pick.
Now here's Adebayo. Hands a screen on Jackson. Adebayo kicks to Nowitzki. That one goes in. Nowitzki's got 28.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Down low, here's Mutombo, and it's the Kembe with the jam.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Brunson. Adebayo with a screen for Brunson. The rebound by Halliburton. Knicks trail by 6. Cullen passes to Mutombo, and it's Dikembe with the jam.
And the numbers speak for themselves. Dikembe showing off at the offensive end.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during the break, listened in with what Jordi Fernandez was telling the team. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Halliburton. After the basket by Brooklyn. It's good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
97-93.
Halliburton against Brunson. Drives to the hoop. Nowitzki for 3. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
There are times when you want your guards to be aggressive, and Halliburton there with a great take.
And the first one drops. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for C.J. McCollum. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Gasol's checked in. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Runs in the pass to Nance. Now here's Nowitzki. 3-pointer. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Jackson. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Brunson outside. To the paint. Here's Gasol. No good that time. defense by Wembanyama. On the wing, Stojakovic. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Wembanyama. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. They now take the lead. Halliburton's got 7 now in this quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Adebayo is checked in for Nowitzki. Worthy comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Maravich in for Jalen Brunson.
Maravich. First personal foul. Second team foul. Dick Van Arsdale at the line. 1 shot.
And that one misses. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Second team foul. Pete Maravich at the line. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Maravich hits them both. And so it's New York with it. Now Curry. Pass to Van Arsdale. Jackson passes to Wembanyama. Here's Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Unloads from 9. The focus from Curry. Gets it to fall inside.
And Curry's found his groove out there, and that's a scary thought.
Brooklyn trailing. Outside Gasol. Pass to Worthy. Gasol, a screen on Jackson. Williams against Curry. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Worthy. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Knicks are gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. To the inside. Here's Williams. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Van Arsdale. And Maravich pulls it down. Maravich has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williams against Jackson. Adebayo with the screen for Williams. Here's Gasol. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The wherewithal from Gasol there, nailing the shot despite the tough defense all over.
Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for the Knicks. Then for the Nets, Nowitzki's checked in for Adebayo. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Williams. Curry looking it over. Nowitzki against Wembanyama. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Nowitzki against Wembanyama. Shoots the 3. Nowitzki, no good.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Now here's Nowitzki. Good, and it's Worthy picking up the assist. And that's now 30 points for Nowitzki.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Brunson against Curry. Back to Wembanyama. Puts up a deep three. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Pass to Worthy. Now here's Brunson. Gasol kicks it over to Worthy. Gasol is screen on Stojakovic. It's Maravich on the wing. Back to Worthy. That three off the mark.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Stojakovic count the basket. Stojakovic has got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Maravich the pass to Brunson. With the teardrop, it's rebounded by New York. Wembanyama has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Curry passes to Mutombo. New York moving the ball around. Wembanyama against Brunson. Pass to Van Arsdale. New York needs to get off a shot. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Nets trail by 3. Brunson with it. Gasol is screen on Curry. Brunson the pass to Maravich. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. New York's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And it's Stojakovic missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Maravich. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Now here's Curry after the miss from Pau Gasol. Puts up a deep three. A putback. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Williams. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Van Arsdale, the pass to Stojakovic. There's Van Arsdale, covered by Worthy. Wembanyama, a screen on Worthy. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Nets. They trail by 3.
One of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
And the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
The Knicks making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. For 3, Maravich. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Pass to Van Arsdale. Wembanyama, a screen on Worthy. To the middle. Oh, Wembanyama! Too easy.
And this is what a franchise player does. Wemby coming up huge down the stretch.
Williams kicks to Nowitzki. From outside, off the mark.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And even though he lacks the size of some of the other bigs, that extra effort has allowed him to do some serious work here on the board.
Now here's Nowitzki. Back to Williams. Pass to Gasol. Not going to go that time. Good defense by Wembanyama. And he commits the intentional foul. Here's Curry. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Curry on the wing. They double-team Curry. Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. And it's a 7-point Knicks lead.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Gotta love the overall court awareness. Gasol always knows when there's a wide open teammate ready to shoot, and sometimes makes a dribble to set defenders up before delivering.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Outside Worthy from past the arc. The Knicks pull it in. So they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And so it's the Knicks with the win. Huge moment in this group round of the NBA Cup. The record is now 1-1.